So, Bradley, here at the case tournament that we had at Locals, within the new format, there's a bunch of super heavy samurai and new decks going around. You decided to pilot Scareclaw. How was your experience and how'd you do?
So I wanted to play the Mana Dome version of the deck, or Mana DM. I left the cards at the house, so I had to settle for the Scareclaw. I'm still trying to figure out which version is better. They all lose to their own things. I think ultimately both decks needs a way to play through Droll and Shifter more consistently, and the deck would be insane. But as far as matchups, I played against a lot of great players: Jeremy, Raymond, Steven, Ilya, Joseph. I played against a lot of really good players. Did I get into the deck profile? I think the hardest matchup I played against is Sprite because the switching the defense don't matter. They got a bunch of loot monsters, so that was a rough ass matchup.
You definitely ran the gauntlet, man. Let's see what you played.
Yeah, so I played this card. This card is broken. I don't know how to pronounce the last name, so I'm sorry. This is the best card in my deck. I try to search this every single time I can. Essentially, it's an Icarus attack, and then it can stop link monsters from using their effects. So I think that's the best card in the deck. And then right now I haven't been playing, so I'm kind of suffering on figuring out what tech cards I should be playing. So they're kind of like all over the place, to be honest with you. And I'm probably going to re-ratio this a lot. So Droll is good. It's a love-hate relationship with it. When it's good, it's good. When it's bad, it's bad. This in theory is good until you play against Cash, and it has very limited applications. I actually love this card. One thing I wish I would have done differently, because I took somebody's deck, I wish I would have made put in an Omega or something that made this more impactful. But this also bakes Ash, Droll, that type of stuff. And I just wanted more hand traps. This is generic. I know we have a lot of different things at our locals, so I wanted to be able to cover the gauntlet with that. Again, I don't know how correct some of these ratios are. That's something I'm working on. 2 Fenrir. I want to go to 3 Fenrir. Again, I borrowed someone's deck. I'd rather get drolled on this than an Adventure Engine. Simple as that. And then we're playing the Cash tier. This should be, yes, a 2-up. I love this card. I wish I just had more targets in my deck for it, but it's good. This card is probably one of the better monsters in the deck. Essentially lets you special summon it. And then if you have 3 or more defense monsters, draw a card, and then you can search a spell or trap card. You're usually searching the Twister, the Icarus attack, or you're searching the Monster Reborn. And then this card is kind of garbage. I brick on this card so much. It's good if you're able to play. It has some Baron lines, some Chaos lines if you play the card, which I shouldn't be, but I am. And it also lets you get into a really crazy combo as well to keep extending. And then back to your normal summons, they all each do something. This one lets you gain 300 attack for each Scareclaw and defense. This one, I believe, does the piercing, and then this one is the attack multiple times. Essentially, what you want to do is draw one of these so you can 1-card combo, make your big link 3. That wins 80% of my matchups, to be honest with you. That and the Icarus attack. The rest of the deck is really just fluff, to be honest with you. And then Call by the Grave, just I'm tired of getting drolled, hand traps, Shifter, Ash, all that good stuff.
Cards that one for a reason.
Yes. Part of the combo, you need to try and extend for the 1-card combo. So I might bump this to 3. I don't know if it's correct. This is my first time ever playing the deck to play it at 3. But I miss having this card at 3 in grind games. I was playing against Cash. They banished 2 off 1 banished 3, and I was just like, I lose. And then I have such a hate-love relationship with this deck, or this engine. Just the Brave engine. So I lost in Top Cut just now, Top 4, because I had a play where I either go -2 on this engine or playing the Droll, and I chose to play in the Droll, and I got punished. It's pretty much the deck. Any questions there, Tino?
You see the extra deck?
Yeah, extra deck. It's horrible. Again, I'm borrowing somebody's deck. Link Spider, I made it one time through Nib to keep extending. Utility, toolbox. This card is broken this format. It helped me just keep link climbing. I summoned Fenrir's back to full combo people. Not so much. I use this to summon Prankatops, to search Prankatops as well. So that's broken. This is the best card in the entire deck. The reason why the deck exists. But people don't know it put everything in defense, and then it can't be affected by monsters in defense. And then you can special summon back and search. And then combo piece. This card right here is insane. It baits. People don't realize it's not once per turn. The search. I might play 3. I might not. I don't know yet. This card is garbage. I don't know why I'm playing this card. This card is insane. This should be a 2 of, and I never summon this. So I'm gonna go back and rebuild this deck out myself once I give back my friend his cards. Make a lot of different changes.
What was your side deck for the day?
Side deck is horrible. To be honest with y'all. Pinker Tops. That shit is insane. I draw it every time I need to. This shit out at 2 cards. Kaijus for Pearly, didn't play against any. Evenly matched for our back row people and board breakers. Never had to use this card, but that card is insane. 3 Imperm, again, I just wanted something generic. And 3 talents for going first.
Insane. I know that you've been somewhat theorizing this with the deck. I know it's not necessarily what you're taking to the YCS, but after today, how'd you feel?
I feel like it's good. Again, I feel like if there's another engine you can put in to not lose the draws as much, or to play through Shifter, I think it's really good. Other than that, though, it's a fun deck.
For sure. Do you have any shout-outs you want to give?
Shout out to Santino, Bradford, Barber, Jeremy, Daniel, all of Jackson. It's a whole long list. And then shout out to the channel.
Sure. We're excited to see what you take to the YCS. I know you got a lot of things in the lab. We look forward to hearing from you soon. Thank you.
All right, thank you.